Welcome back to online class, grade 11 English. Hope you have completed learning first two lessons. The test also is given from one word and 50 mark questions. Hope you have done it well. Now let us move on to the third unit, Prose, Forgetting by Robert Lind. Okay, so this lesson is very interesting and very humorous too. Robert Lind has written all his writings, everything very humorous, and it is easy for the readers to understand. Now, let us move on to the lesson. Before that, let me ask you some question. Do you have the experience of losing some things while you are traveling? Hope you might have lost many things while you are traveling, right? You have missed it, you might have forgot to take the things what you have brought with you. Okay, so tell me some things which you have lost while traveling. Most probably umbrella, okay, or books. Any other? Okay, so what you will do, you will be giving to some person to hold it, and you might have missed it while you are downing. You might forget that you have given to the person, so that you are forgetting, right? So here also in this lesson, here he wanted to tell the humans how they often forget. What are the things they forget? So forgetting is a lot of funny, right? So we will be laughing later. So that moment we will have some sad, but later what we will do, we will feel more happy of telling these things, right? So here also the writer, what he is doing, he is going to tell you how he sees the people, what are the things they forget and what the things they remember. He is going to distinguish and tell you. And all these things after telling, he is going to give you one example of a person, a man who forgets his own baby when he is traveling. Okay, so that is a very funny one. Let me read and tell you about the writer, about the author, and then we will move into the lesson by reading each line. Okay, so hope you have understood what is the gist of the story in this lesson. Okay, let us move on. Take your textbook, take unit 3, page number 70. Hope you have took the page 70 about the author. Okay, go for listening. Robert Wilson Lind, born in 1879, died in 1949, an Irish writer, is one of the greatest essayists of the 20th century. So he was born in the place of Belfast, that is in United Kingdom. He was born in the year 1879, April 20, and died in 6th October, Hampstead, London, United Kingdom. So he is one of the greatest essayists and also essayists in the 20th century, and he began his career as a journalist. He penned numerous articles for the leading newspaper and magazines like Daily News, The New Statesman and Nations. So penned means writing. So the person who has started writing everything, for what reason he has started? To put it in the article. So many writers, they will be writing and they will be initially they will be putting in the articles. So later it will be published in the newspapers, like that it will be going on and they will be published much. Okay, so here also what he has penned it, enormous of articles, and which are leading newspaper. What are the newspaper? That is Daily News, The New Statesman and Nation. These are all the things he has put his articles. He wrote under the pseudonym Y1. Pseudonym is a writer. For writing, they will have another one name. Okay, they won't use their own name. They will have another one name, that is called pseudonym. So here the writer is using another one name, YY. Okay, YS is called Wise. W-I-S-E, Wise. So he is using this YY in the Statesman, the New Statesman. So in that article, he started to write his article in the pseudonym YY. His essays cover a wide range of simple and interesting topics. They are humorous, delightful, ironical and satirical. So his range is very simple and interesting topics he will be writing. It will be very humorous, it will be very delightful and it will be very satirical too. And Robert Lind was awarded with the honorary literary doctorate by Queen's University, that is in Belfast, in 1947. So he got a literary honorable literary from the doctorate by which university? Queen's University, in which year? 1947. He was also honored by the Royal Society of Literature with a silver medal and by the Sunday Times with a gold medal for Bales letters. So for that silver medal also he has received, and for the Sunday Times he got a gold medal also, for which article? That is a Bales letters. In his essay Forgetting, Robert Lind takes a humorous look at the nature and efforts of forgetfulness. So Robert Lind, already I told you that he has written this essay as a very humorous one regarding to the natures of nature. We have nature, what is that? Forgetfulness is our nature, right? We have not learned and we have bought it. It is our nature. So that nature, how humorously he has bought it only is there in this essay. So I hope you have understood about Robert Wilson Lind. Let me tell you about one more information about Robert. His spouse name is Sylvia Dreyfus, and works, he has written many works, of only few. Let me tell you, The Blue Line is one of his works. Selected Essay is another works. The Little Angel, YY Anthology of Essays. These are his writings. Okay. So now let me move on to the warm up. Take your pages, take your page 66, Forgetting. Okay. So take the page 66 and go for reading the warm up. How forgetful are you? So you can put this question to you and think that how forgetful you are. So we are all forgetful at times and would like to find ways of improving our memories. So many ways we used to improve our memories. What are the ways you will be using for improving your memories? Some hints you will be writing, or some alarm you will be keeping this. You have to remember these all the things. Yeah. Then any other? You will be eating some greens. That is which you can keep your memory very well. Okay. So like this you will be having lot of methods to improve your memory. Okay, so here they are going to check your memory. That is in the A, B, C it is given to find out your memory. What are the things you are going to keep it in your memory? Let me tell you, how sharp is your memory? Okay, they are going to check how sharp your memory is. Okay, are you interested in attending this? Yes. Okay. Take this 5-minute memory test. So this will take 5 minutes memory test. The teacher will read out a series of 30 words one by one. Some of them will be repeated. Whenever you hear a word for the first time, write N for new in the corresponding box, and when you hear a repeated word, write R. After completing this task, check your results. Compare it with your friends and see where you stand. So this is I'm not going to give you now, but just you have to try. Ask your parents or somebody to read out some 30 words. Then ask them to put, you can put, if it is a new word, write N. If it is a repeated word, write R. Okay, so you can check how many words you remember by this. Okay, so next one also we will move. So this all the things, it is generally you will be, you can read it and understand. Once again, let me read it. Have you ever lost or misplaced anything of value due to forgetfulness? At times, instances of forgetfulness may land us in a tight spot or in a difficult situation. Therefore, we need to find ways to remember what we have to do or carry with us. One way is to make a mental checklist that we can verify before starting any activity. Okay, next one. Now discuss with your partner and think of some practical ideas to overcome forgetfulness in your day-to-day activities. So what are the things, practical ideas you can do? Setting an alarm is given here. Making notes on your pad, you can write. You can write your own ideas what you used to do it. So one is I am giving the hints. You'll be writing in your notepad or packing things a day in advance. The previous day itself you will be packing things and you'll keep it. Keeping medicines of daily use in your travel bag. These are all the things you will be getting ready, because you will forget, so you will be making it getting ready. Checking electrical points before closing door. So all the things, whether all in your house, all the electrical items are in a proper way, we will be checking, and then you will be moving. Taking a pocket diary with important address which is needed for you, that everything in your pocket diary you will take it out. So these are many other things you can write your own. Okay, the next one. Discuss and share your views with the class on the following. Is forgetfulness a result of carelessness or preoccupation? So whether your forgetfulness is a carelessness of yourself. So because of your carelessness you kept it some things and you are moving on now. So you can have your discussion there. Okay, now let me move on to the next lesson, that is a paragraph. Now read the humorous essay Forgetting by Robert Lane and his analysis of the fundamental reason for forgetfulness in humans. So here this is a humorous essay Forgetting by Robert Lane, and here he is going to analyze that fundamental reason for forgetfulness. What is the reason for forgetfulness? What do you think of the forgetfulness? Why you are forgetting some things? Tell me. Okay, so few may tell because I don't have much interest on because of I don't have much interest in studies, I often forget the question answers. I often forget the paragraph because I don't have much interest. Okay, that may be. Any other reason? Okay, guess it. Okay, now we are going to see in this lesson, already I told you the gist. What is that? Forgetfulness. The human where he forgets. What are the things he forgets? What are the things he remembers? This we are going to see. Okay. So then last we are going to see one example also, a humorous example also we are going to see. Okay. So now take a book, that is the paragraph starts with a list of articles lost by railway travellers and now on sale at a great London station has been published, and many people who read it have been astonished at the absent-mindedness of their fellows. So here it is the article, it is given that the railway travellers, it is in the place of London station. There is a travellers where the people used to move often that place. There is a article. What is that article? It is published means the people, what are the things they missed it, everything it is published in the article. So many people by seeing the article, they are very much surprised. So even this the people will be missing or not, like that they have a lot of surprise. That is, if statistical records were available on the subject, however, I doubt whether it would be found that absent-mindedness is common. So that statistical list is given that people has missed this, all the things like that it is given, but it is also very wonderful for us because the absent-mindedness of a common people is a really great thing he felt. It is the efficiency rather than the inefficiency of human memory that compels my wonder. So why he is very much wonder means he is wondered rather than the efficiency. Efficiency means ability of the human memory that compels with the inefficiency. Inefficiency means inability. So what makes the people, they are having, all people are very ability, they have the good remembrance, but what makes them to forget these things? Okay, so what makes, I told you, maybe less of interest in that. Okay, so now, so modern man remembers even telephone numbers. So how many of you remember your telephone numbers? Do you remember your telephone number? Yeah, your parents' number or your neighbors, any one or two numbers you may tell. But in the olden days when the mobile came, before the mobile arrives, what is that? People used to memorize lot of phone numbers, right? So every phone numbers they will have in their mind. Here, so this person, modern man, remembers even a telephone number. He remembers the addresses of his friends. So where he lives, your friends, where he lives, you know the place and address, everything, you know, he remembers. He remembers the dates of good vintages. So vintages means it is a wine. Wine which is having a high quality wine. This wine is it is made only in a particular year. That is in 1999 it is made. Okay. So this particular year this wine is made, so that is called vintage. So he is telling that even when the vintage is prepared, everything we people remembers very well. So these are the things, common thing what the people is doing, they are able to remember it well. So I hope you have understood the first paragraph. So what is this? When the people is traveling, they have seen a list of articles. What is that? What are the things they forget and they have left out is that. And what the people remembers, it says about mobile number, address of their friends, and good vintages. They remembers about the dates of good vintages. Vintages means a wine that is made in a particular year. Clear? So the first paragraph, are you clear? Okay. So now let me move on to the second paragraph. He remembers appointments for lunch and dinner. So if your friend is inviting you for lunch or dinner, what you will do? You will be remembering that, or you will forget it and you will never move for that? Yes, you will surely you will be able to remember that. You will never miss that dinner or lunch appointment is given to you, right? So that is that people what is, they remembers that date of appointment of lunch and dinner. His memory is crowded with the names of actors and actresses and cricketers and footballers and murderers. So everyone you know, many actor and actress, right? You know cricketers, you know many murderers, they are famous persons, you know. Football players, you know. So these all the things you cannot forget. You have a great list of them. So it will not be able to forget it. So whenever you see the picture of the persons, you are able to find them. So it is the memory how it is crowded. It is crowded with cricketers, football players, and murderers and actress. All these things it is crowded. He can tell you what the weather was like in long past August and the name of the provincial hotel at which he had a wild meal during the summer. So you can easily tell that in the month of December what climate you will get. When I am asking, you can tell it will be very chill, it will be very cold, you can say, right? So like that, whenever it is asked you when the long past August what the season was, season is going to come, like that if it is asked also, the people can remember what it will be. And they also remember the last summer season you had a wild meal. Wild meal means bad meal. It is not at all good. So last summer you might have had your food. What food you had? If I ask, can you tell? That is not the good one, or it is not the famous one. Bad meal you had. So can you remember that? Yes, you can remember that. So that also the people can remember he is telling. So one is about the season and another one is about the meal they had in the last summer. In his ordinary life again, he remembers almost everything that he is expected to remember. So in the ordinary life what he is, whatever he is expected to have, that everything he remembers. He is not able to forget that. How many men in all London forget a single item of their clothing when dressing in the morning? So here it says about London. Okay, you can think of yourself whenever you are getting ready to school or somewhere. Will you forget any of your dressings? A single item even you will never forget in your dressings, right? So if it is coat is needed, you will wear the coat. If tie is needed, you will wear that. You will never forget even a single tie even, right? Shoe, or if you wanted to wear socks, you will wear. You will never forget even a single items in your dressing, right? So here the London people, they have, here it is mentioned about London, forget a single item of their clothing when dressing in the morning. Even a single item they will never forget, and not 1 in 100. So even in among 100 people, one person even will never forget about the dressings. Perhaps not 1 in 10,000. Even in the 10,000 persons, even one person even will not be there to forget about the dressings. How many of them forget to shut the front door when leaving the house? Do you have the experience of shutting the door at your house? Your parents are moving to job and you are supposed to close the door and come out to school. Whether you will be closing or shutting the door and come back? Yes, surely you will be closing and you will take the key with you, right? So he is asking to the people, how many of you will be able to forget to shut the doors. Is there any persons will be leaving as it is and they will be coming? Very rare. Okay. Scarcely means little more. And so it goes on through the day. So the day through day-to-day life, what are the activities you have? So small activities you will never have forgot. And almost everybody remembering to do the right things at the right moment till it is time to go to bed. So everybody, you are doing small activities till that when you are going to the bed, till that what you are doing, right things you are doing at the correct time. And then the ordinary man seldom forgets. Ordinary man seldom means rarely, occasionally he forgets to turn off the lights before going upstairs. So what he is saying, so if you wanted to go to upstairs, you will be whether you will be turning off the lights, everything, and go. Rarely persons, seldom, that is a rarely persons will forget to switch off the light, everything, and they will be going to the upstairs. Okay. So now the second paragraph also is completed. So second paragraph he says about the mind is crowded with actress, and cricketers, footballers, and murderers. These all the things it is crowded. Even a single item in your dressings, you will never miss it. You will remember everything perfectly. And rarely some people will forget to switch off the light when they are going to upstairs. Okay. So these all the points it is there in the second paragraph. Okay. So before moving to the third paragraph, I hope the time is enough. Let me conclude here. The remaining part we will move on to the next video. Okay. Thank you, students. Hope you have understood. Read the lesson once again. Okay. Thank you.